Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. This is Omeredia Show, and my viewers today, I'll just request you to allow us to air this show in Swahili language or English language. Just greet this great family.
My name is Joseph Maina Jiraini. I am born again. Jesus is Lord over my life. And I'm so happy and delighted to be on this great show today. Thank you so much.
So, Pastor Maina, I know him as a pastor.
Yes.
So, where were you born and grew from?
I happened to have been born in Thika.
Okay.
And my parents, my dad was, how do we call it, a police, in the military man.
All right.
So we lived in different places of this country as he was serving the Republic.
Yeah.
And then I schooled in Busia, in Western, because that's where he was now working as OCS. And so we have lived in different places.
Okay.
But originally, our home, my dad is from Gatundu.
Gatundu, yes.
Yes, that is not far around Gatundu.
So he was a Kikuyu.
He is a Kikuyu.
He is. He is. Sorry.
So that's where I'm coming from. Those are my roots.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit of your background before we come to the topic of today.
I'm a simple guy from the village of Gatundu, definitely. And I happened to come from. My dad was a police officer, military person. Actually, he was working in the presidential unit, to be precise. Yeah, protecting the president.
Wow.
Yeah, so at times we lived in status. At times we lived outside. And so
outside the country.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is why my Kikuyu will be a little bit wanting because of the way we were brought up.
All right.
My mother is a teacher. Yes, until today.
Okay.
She's a teacher, and she's still right now. She's still working in Western, in Busia specifically, because of work. She's there, and so that's where we're coming from. I went to school. As I said, primary. I was in Busia, where I did my class 8. Though I began schooling in Nairobi. Then we moved.
Okay.
And so I moved, and then finally, at some point, I finished my campus at Moi.
All right.
In Eldoret, in School of Law.
So you are the only child of your father and your mother?
No. We are several of us. I have brothers and sisters. Yes. I have brothers and sisters.
Okay.
And they are serving God. Some of them are serving God. Some of them are serving just whatever. They are professionals in different areas. Yes.
Oh. Yeah. So I know you have much to in store for us. So I think you can flow with the topic of today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Today maybe let's talk about my major concern is about relationships.
All right.
In life, the greatest asset that you have is relationships.
Yeah.
Because the first thing is understanding how to relate with yourself. Then from yourself, you can relate with other people.
Yeah.
And the same thing, even the Bible says, you cannot say that you love God if you don't treasure and love people.
Yes.
So the way you love God, it reflects in the way I would relate with my other human beings. So, because the way we relate with people is a reflection of how we relate with God.
Exactly.
So my passion in my heart is to talk about for today is about relationships.
All right.
Because as a pastor, we relate with people in the church.
Yes.
We have church members. We have ministers.
Yes.
Our fellow ministers. Then we have family.
Yeah.
So you find, then we have a relationship with God. So you find all these things are intertwined.
Yeah.
And so, and I have seen people struggle in this area of relationships. Actually, I've seen women, young women, before maybe who are not yet even at the age of 35 and below.
The teenagers.
But the teenagers, because of broken relationships, you find people live in hatred.
Yeah.
They hate themselves. They hate life. Actually, I've seen women who have been married before. Maybe they have been divorced.
So these are the children from the single parents.
Yes.
Yeah, you're talking about.
Yes. Or also from children who have parents, but their fathers were absentee.
Yeah.
Absentee in a manner that maybe by default, your father is working. So the only time he comes back home
once
is in the evening. And he's tired. And then he leaves in the morning. Or he works the way when we grew up. Your father is working in Nairobi and you live in Muranga.
Yes.
So he only comes during weekend.
Waking up very early in the morning.
He's working, he's providing.
Yeah.
But then he has money. You can say you are living well.
Yeah.
But then you don't have a father present, actively involved in your life. And I'm telling you from experience, whereby as a man, I had a problem of personal issues as a man, and they reflected when I began to relate with opposite sex.
Wow.
Because I had anger issues, I have insecurity issues, because I never saw my father. You know, as children, we learn by watching. So he was looking for money for people who are not available.
Yeah, he
That's
was
what I
not
mean.
there. Yeah.
Because you find he might have maybe, because of the demands of life, he has gone to work in Sudan, in Europe. But then, at home, you have house help, workers, or only your mother. So as men, you discover that is why today most women are more responsible than men.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a father figure who have mentored most of us to become what we should be.
Yeah.
And that's where we have relationship issues.
Okay. So your mother was in the house. Okay, she used to work at that time. So she used to work in the evening.
Yes.
So tell us about the relationship, the singleness in the church. Whether it's also singleness in the church.
Yes, there is singleness in the church. Singlehood.
Those people who are single, maybe you are married before, then something happened. So you don't have a husband, you don't have a wife.
Yes, yes.
Because I can see in this area, again, people suffer.
Yes, a lot.
In the church.
Yes. I believe, number one, is that there is the better aspect, a good aspect of singlehood. Because the best life you can ever have is to be single and learn to appreciate your singleness. Actually, when you are single, you have a single problem. If you are married, you have much problem because you are dealing with another person whom you have just found mature. And that is why Apostle Paul says in the Bible that I wish that you can be single like me. But because you cannot stand to be single, get married because of the passions. But in this life of marriage, you will have many problems.
Okay.
Yes. Now, many problems comes because of trying to relate with other people. Because relationships are dynamic. They tend to change. You can be my friend because we are working together. You can be my friend because we got the same church. You can be my friend because there's something that makes us, there's a common denominator between us. But then when times and seasons change, our friendship might also change. That's why we no longer keep friends whom we knew from childhood. We keep on getting friends as we grow up. Now, coming back to your question about singles in the church, yes, it is true. They are hurting, they are wounded, because I believe nobody gets into a relationship with the mind that one day they will be single again.
Yeah.
Everybody nurtures a relationship where they want to be loved, understood, and be accepted. But now, when you find yourself again, you have tried to love, to be accepted, but you have been rejected.
Yeah.
It is not a problem. It's not your problem. The problem to single parents, it is not their children. It is the people who made them to be who they are. Because most of the time, we blame ladies with children. But what about the men who gave them the children?
Yeah, because they're there.
Because they're there. And when you meet a man, he might not tell you how many children he has.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you cannot tell. But when you meet a woman who has had a child, you can tell by the change of the physical body.
Yeah.
You can tell this one has never had a child. So you find in church, this is a new phenomenon.
Yeah.
Whereby we are dealing with mature singles in the church who are coming from relationships that are broken relationships. Some of them are divorced or divorcees. And so when they are in the church, specifically when you are single and you greet or you mingle with people who are married, they are always suspicious. Like you might take away their husband or you might take away their wife. So you find even in your relationship in the church, you might not be free. Because you are relating with people who already have a perception about you.
Yeah.
Number two, challenges of the singlehood, even when you get into a relationship. Number one, if you have been married before, or you are a little bit old, aged, you are doing 35, and you're still a spinster or a single, you know you have to explain where you're coming from very well.
Yeah.
And as much as you're explaining, you are still a suspect.
Sure.
Because we are wondering, you are so good. How comes you are not married? So people don't appreciate that you're single.
Yeah.
They deal with you with a lot of suspicion.
Yeah.
So, and the danger part of it is this. When you get married, in case, or you get into a serious relationship, and I have told you my past in the relationship, there are many people who will use your past to manipulate your present.
Yes.
They're like, oh, now I understand. No wonder John left you. Because of this anger. Who can stand it?
Yeah.
And now they tend to bring your past failures and mistakes into your present. So in other words, you are the most judged person as a single person.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, the reason why I want us to tackle that, okay, I've touched that whatever, that area of singleness, is because I see this teenage age boy or a girl, yes, you have a father, you have a mother, but kuna mwenye hapatikani.
Yes.
Unaona? So, and this single parent, they're also parents.
Yes.
So, huyu mtoto atasaidika aje?
Sasa, huyu mtoto
from the single parents or from the both families, both father and mother.
Let me ask you a question. I will answer that.
Okay. Because we are looking for the solution of this child.
I don't know if we have any single lady or any single man who does not have the opposite friend, who is very close, even we can tell.
Yeah.
Now, that person who comes close, and I'm speaking this in honor of single moms and single dads.
Yeah.
The person you bring close into your life, you must be very careful with what kind of a person are you bringing into your life. Because we are living in a generation and in a world whereby if you're a single mom and you have a daughter, the guy you bring in the house might still have an interest in your daughter.
Yes, yes.
So you should not be looking for a man, but you should be looking for a father.
A father figure maybe to that child.
Why? For singles who have children, your dating and your priority in relationships must be different from a young girl who is a teenager who is getting into relationships. And as I'm telling you, as a matter of fact, as you age, your priority changes. You know, when, let's say, a woman is listening to us and she's at the age of 50, that woman, when she's dating, she does not want to be loved. She only wants not only just loved, but she wants somebody who can give her peace.
Yes, peace of mind.
Yes, because she's now in her sunset years. You don't want anybody who will harass you. You have been an independent woman all through.
Yeah.
So you are looking for a companionship and somebody you can build a legacy with. So that is why we must be very careful when we are selecting or allowing the people who come into our lives.
The partner, when you're selecting a partner,
yes,
you should be very careful.
You must have standards. And the standards must be according to where you want to be.
As a single father, as a single mother.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what do you want from this thing? Because your values dictates who stays in your life. Because I'm sorry to say this as a pastor. You know, when you are dating, there are messages that people write to each other, texts. Now, do you know, to a single woman or a single man who has children, there are texts that are not supposed to be entertained in the phone?
You're going to tell us. You're going to tell us.
Just
let's scroll the phone and see the text.
And they just, you mean this is a conversation between my mom and this guy?
With somebody.
Yes. Or this is, it does not, it might not really make you look well.
Yeah.
And they might not be able to understand. Because children, your children, or somebody's children, they are very protective.
Exactly.
To their parent. And that is why you find that even when they are dating, they want to know who is dating my mother, who is dating my father. Whether you are a widower, they are just protective.
Yes.
Because there is a way they live as a family, there are struggles they have been gone through, and these things, they have created a bond. So they are jealously guarding an intruder whom they don't understand inside this union.
Now, give us the tips. The single mother who is there, I want to date, or the single father who is there.
If they want to date. Good. One, I'll say before anybody gets into dating, if they want to get into a new relationship, they should be healed from the previous, of the previous relationships. Healing comes with time. And so you must take time. First and foremost, to count the loss that you have gone through and why it happened. In other words, you need to work on yourself and detach from the past. Because if you don't deal with your past, you will mess up with your future. Our past has a way of following us just in a way, like our shadow. So you must deal with the past, disconnect from it, and begin to deal with the future. Now, if you have not forgiven yourself and healed from what happened to you, you discover that every time you go to a new relationship, you are always talking about your ex.
Yes.
Oh, this is what he did to me. And if they don't call you, say, you see, you are just behaving the way that guy was behaving.
So no matter how hard the guy is trying, no matter how hard the lady is trying, you still see,
you don't see
this like that.
You don't
previous guy.
You don't give them a chance to be who they are in your life, because you have a lot of issues that you are dealing with them internally.
So it's like umebeba kimuzigo.
Yes. And you see, when you are hurting and wounded, even your judgmental ability becomes very low.
Exactly.
Because you are tinted. It's just like someone who is drunk. You act according to what you are seeing from inside you. So what you need is the healing to take place. fall in love with yourself.
Love yourself
Love
first.
yourself. And above it all, look for money. Never
For
get into a
yourself.
relationship because you need financial help.
Yes, exactly.
You'll be manipulated.
Exactly.
Because you are going to reap where you did not sow. And therefore you'll be manipulated.
Exactly.
So you need to have, even if it is little, with that little, appreciate and thank God.
Don't have that mind of, oh, unakuja unisaidie watoto.
Hey.
You're coming so that you can pay my rent. You're coming
No. That shouldn't be the issue. You are coming to relate with me, but not helping me.
Yeah.
There are other avenues of that people can be helped. You can be helped by the church, relatives, but not from a romantic relationship.
Otherwise, you'll be moving from one relationship to another.
Yes, because uhusiano mtu relate nawe kwa sababu anakuhurumia, kwa sababu anakupenda. Kukuhurumia ni kitu tofauti.
Na mbaya sana.
Na ni mbaya sana. Haifai kuwa kioye. Ukiniacha sijui nitafanya aje. That should not be the issue.
Desperation.
Yeah, desperation. Where mimi, inajua, I've been trying everything in this relationship. Why trying everything? It should just flow.
Yeah,
it should just flow. You see, people who struggle in relationships are people who don't understand themselves. Kujielewa is a big issue. Because kama hujielewi, mtakuelewa aje?
Hawezi.
Every day.
Lazima nijielewe, nijipende kwanza.
Yes, so that when you love yourself, nikikupenda, unaelewa kupendwa nini juu unajipenda.
So the point here is, again, don't, maybe if your marriage did not work well, and here you are, don't jump to another relationship
marriage, yes.
Immediately.
No.
Or relationship, maybe.
No.
You have to take time. Like, baby, how long?
How long depends with how long are you dealing with yourself. Number 2.
I have to work on myself.
Yes.
First.
Number 2. You know, the way we deal with relationships is very interesting. Do you know relationships are in stages before commitment?
Stage number 1.
Of relationship.
Yes. Let's take us step by step so that we can understand.
Just getting to know someone.
Yeah.
No matter how long somebody takes you out to buy you coffee.
And
don't assume,
chicken and chips.
Don't assume. Imeenda. Never assume. Sasa amekukubali. You see, anybody who calls you out for coffee or for a date, they are just trying to understand who you are.
You can see the guy is parking a big car there.
That's okay.
You don't have an idea whether the car is his. You don't know him.
You see? So you need to learn just to date without expectations. Because people say, you know, I've been dating, I've been in relationships, like 5 of them are not working. Yet, what you are referring as relationships are coffee dates. Now, do you know something? In life, and I'm talking as a Christian now, mostly I can be attracted to you as a man, and I'm looking at you as a woman. I'm attracted to you, but our relationship will not end up romantic. It will end up as business friends or partners.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Because
it can happen.
When we sit down and we begin to talk and we begin to know each other, the more we adjust that we are not meant to be. Yes. Because you discover either you are seeing someone. You see, somebody responding and coming for your date or for your phone call does not mean they are single. Or does not mean that they don't have options. People might have even 10 options, but they are still just looking out now. God help me. Let me find out who is the best among this. You understand? So, when you are going for dates, don't expect too much. In fact, have the least of expectations. Because you might just be talking and you are from Kiambu or from Nyandarua, and then that Nyandarua thing comes out. You shrug.
You're still in the village.
Yes.
Yes, you live in Nairobi city.
Yes. Now, and that's not what this this guy expected, that's not the wife, or he discovers you don't have a proper income. You see, there's a way we live by miracles and by grace.
Yeah, sure.
And we look good because the glory of God is upon our lives. But when you look at our finances, they are not good. And somebody might not be willing.
And most people, you know, they survive that way, just by the grace of God.
Yes.
Yeah, you see the guy and you think, you know.
But yet he does not have all that you are thinking that he has. So don't have expectations.
Right.
Number 2, everybody has a past.
Exactly.
And that past is not good. And now this is my question. When I tell you my past, will you still stay? And now when do I open up to a person who is still a stranger to me?
Where will I start?
Yes.
Narrating my story. Yes, that fear, that fear.
Number 3, this is very important to me than everything that I've said. When you are saying I'm telling you the truth, is the other person willing to
take the truth, to take my truth? Yeah.
You see?
Yes.
Because you might look very good and like you don't have a child. So your truth is, I have a child. Am I willing to take that truth?
Yeah.
Now, that means in the stages of relationships, you are aware of this person for now at this level, they can accommodate this. That one does not mean that you are lying.
Exactly.
You are only responsible. Don't go for a first date and then you say, wacha nikwambie, mimi hata sijaienda shule, na hata kama sijaienda shule, ninashinda watu wenye wameenda shule. My friend, who wants someone who never went to school?
Nani amekuuliza hivyo hiyo yote, you know? Unaenda
mbele. Aya, some lady say, mimi wacha nikwambie mbele. Ujuange tu hata ukinisalimia jemo. Mimi nakuanga na watoto wangapi?
5.
Kwa hivyo utanipenda na uniambie. Kama uko serious ukae. Imagine you are saying the truth but you are still stupid.
You see there, like, okay, you can decide to take the truth or not to take the truth.
No, you are ambushing me with what you are calling truth.
So we are going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Umeredia Show family, you're back. Continue the way we stopped.
Yeah, we were talking about when you are talking the truth, you should know, number 1, the person you are talking to. Can they accommodate what you are saying is the truth? That one does not mean that you become secretive. But there are people in your truth, they will run away from you while you are being truthful. Because they cannot handle your
truthness. Yeah.
So that is why you must, let's take an example, the issue of you have a child or you were married before and now you are dating again. There are things that you must be very sensitive on how you are going to go about it.
These go to both gender.
Yes,
both gender. Yeah.
Because one, if you have a child, remember nobody is dating you with your child.
That's because you have a kid.
But you just have a past. Actually, a child is a product that you had sex.
And you cannot run away from it.
And you cannot run away from it.
Yeah, never.
But then, you have a life. So what you should be working on is your relationship with this person more. If somebody loves you to a certain level, to a certain extent, they believe in you, they love you, they have accepted you, no matter what you tell them, they are willing.
So you better tell them the truth from the word go.
No.
Or you have to hide some of your,
you're not hiding, your truth. But you are waiting for the best time to tell them. There are things you can tell when somebody already knows your family. ameenda kwenu, amejua kwenu, amejua wazazi wako, amewaambia vile anataka. Kuna vitu unaweza mwambia. Remember, we have a lot of things to talk in relationships.
Yeah.
We talk about ourselves, we talk about where we are coming from, we are talking about where we are heading to.
Yeah.
So in all these things, you must know when to communicate certain truths. When. Because you cannot say, I have a child. Na hata juzi baba ya huyo mtoto alikuja kwangu. Now what are you trying to say? You know, you keep this person, imagine a lot.
Yes,
when,
yes.
So
you're still together.
Yes. You understand? And because also we are coming from an environment where we don't know how to communicate.
Yes.
Wewe umeongea tu parr.
Hata anakujanga, hata anapiganga simu. Hata
na mimi siwezi kuchukua simu.
Hata jana waliongea na mtoi.
Yes. So the guy, sasa this person who is still new, anabaki akijiuliza.
Ai.
So kutaenda hivi. Hata nikiwa nimekuwa. You understand?
Yes.
So that is why again it's important, even when you have left a relationship, make sure you live very well. Whereby, I have left and now I am ready to move on. Don't mix issues. You are still seeing this one, and again, you still want to move on. Just depending on your level, I think it's good to sit your ex very well and tell them, you know what, I loved you, and I thank God for the time we had together, but it is over. I have other things to do. So that even when they see you in the new setup, they know that you told them.
You know, my question is, for how long will I keep these secrets? Because I have a secret in me. For how long?
For how long?
After maybe the dowry is paid,
No.
we are living together, we
There
are
are
having
things.
our first and another kid.
Do you understand? There are things you can talk because you can see commitment. You can disclose. Yes.
And if you see now, oh, this relationship is not going anywhere, then keep your secrets.
Let me give you an example.
Keep your secrets.
Let me give you an example of some of the secrets. It's just like, sina pesa na nataka 10,000 for example. Alafu ninakuja na kuambia nataka 10,000 na hauna. Alafu naenda kwa mwingine na hana. Si unajua nimekuambia shida yangu lakini hujanisaidia.
So what was the reason even?
What was the reason?
Yeah,
So
what was the reason?
When you are telling people,
Heri ungekaa na hiyo mashida, just pambana.
Good.
Just pambana nayo. Yeah.
Because there are people, when you tell them your weaknesses, when you tell them where you are hurting, they use it against you. So you see, they are using your truth against you.
But you know, some of us, we just do that because we want to know, is this guy responsible? Is guy responsible?
My responsibility has nothing to do with how I handle issues. Do you know?
It's got nothing to do with the relationship.
Yes, because remember this. It is not easy to find somebody who has grown up very well as a package.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can be a good preacher, but a bad father.
Exactly.
And yet I'm preaching in church. Mpaka my wife anaangalia na shanga kama huyu jamaa anaonga mzuri hivi church. Sijui kama tuhamie huku. You understand? Watu ni wazuri church.
But when they go back home,
There is who they are.
oh, there's fire.
Yes. And that's why you'll find there are guys even, there are ladies even who are good in church.
They just pretend to be
When they
good.
lift up
Let
their
me
hands
say
to
that.
worship God,
Yes, they just
you
pretend
think
that
this
you're
woman loves
holy,
God.
holy, holy, holy.
Yes. But when they get into your space, they bring trouble. Because they are always, when you are talking on phone, they're like, who is that you're talking to? Like they know everybody you talk to. You are in media.
Yes.
You interview people.
Yes, I do.
Now, if you are single and you are dating someone, single means, no, remember this, being single does not mean you are not married. Being single, it means you are not married and you are not dating. That is single.
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that?
Oh,
can you repeat that?
When you say you are single.
Because I'm single, I'm not single. I'm married. Okay, single. We are talking of single.
Yes, the word single means I'm alone, but not lonely. In other words, you can't say you are single because you are not married, but you are dating. That's not the definition of singlehood. Single means me. There is nobody anywhere who can claim or whom I can say they love me. And even when you say like that I'm single on Facebook, and somebody who have been buying you tea, they say, why are you saying I'm single and yet I'm buying tea? You might as well tell them, you have never told me. I've never seen commitment to count myself part of your life.
Let me get it clear.
Yes.
I'm a single mother or wherever. I'm not saying I'm single. Anyway.
Yes.
Umesema, being single is like to say, hakuna mtu ananipenda pale.
Yes.
Can you clarify?
Okay.
Because don't tell me that because I'm single, hakuna mtu anaisa nipenda. Yani sipendeki. That is the word.
Hapana. Unapendeka, lakini hakuna mtu anadai upendo wako.
Ile upendo sasa. Intimate
yes, yes,
intimate
yes.
friends.
Or there's nobody who can say they're involved in your life. Okay. Now, this is what I mean.
I'm still not getting it.
You're not still getting it? Good. And everybody don't get it. People don't get this. To be single, it is more in your thoughts and in your mind than physical. You see, okay, for example, I'm married, and then I begin to chat with another lady. And my wife I have a wife. Okay? Then I'm chatting with another woman. Romantically. In that manner, I'm cheating.
Yes, you are.
I'm cheating. Why am I cheating and I'm here with her? It's because I'm emotionally sharing feelings
with somebody else.
With someone else.
Why not the wife?
Yes. So that is why now we say even singlehood is in the same manner of sharing feelings with someone else. You understand?
And na kukua single, si kusema that you can give your love to anybody.
No.
You know?
No, not really. Actually,
kila mtu akikuja, oh, you're there.
Actually,
you're there.
Even
that's
women
because
who are
I'm single. I need somebody.
Even women who are single, they might not be single. Let me tell you. Kuna mtu anaishi peke yake, lakini sio single. Akona mtu Germany, akona mtu America, akona mtu Australia. Wanaongeanga usiku, in fact wanafanyanga picha.
Lakini hawaishi pamoja.
But akona mtu.
Hawajawana.
Akona mtu.
Ako mbali.
Sasa huyo.
So anything can happen when the guy is not around.
No. Even, you see, even one who is far, there must be fidelity whereby you don't share your emotions with someone who is closer or near. Okay, let me tell you this, for example. In a scenario, there's this guy in Australia who loves this woman. They always chat in the night. And now there is this one who is interested, who thinks this woman is single. Nae pia amekuja at night. So, how do you handle the situation? Because now you have two men.
Huyu ako mbali. But huyu ako naisa mpata anytime.
Anytime. So what will you do?
Now, tell me, because so I'm in this motor body. Yes, and I'm born again.
Yes. The issue is, the best thing is to be clear to one who is far that, you know what?
It can't work.
It can't work. Mimi, if you are not physically available, I'm not going to stare my...
But there are those who are very comfortable in the same case.
They are comfortable.
I'm a bado, you are kingi. I don't know.
No, it works. It can work. It depends with an individual. You see, the way we respond to love is so different. For example, there is a book called 4 Languages of Love. So we have languages of love. There are people, when you buy them food, clothes, gifts, that is how they feel they are loved. There are people, you don't have to buy anything. You only need to be caring and be concerned. To them, that's their language of love. Okay? Now, whoever is distant or close, I believe the whole issue should be, so long as, this is the bottom line, so long as you have somebody you are sharing feelings with, that is the person.
Whether akombali ama?
Ama ako karibu.
All right.
Yes.
Let us go back to that child of a single parent.
The children who are brought up from single
fathers or single mothers.
And single mothers, they have issues. And especially, let me begin from those who are men like me. One thing that we have, or people, a man will go through, will be short-tempered. Yes. Some of the things that we see in the adults that we are relating with, they are issues to do with their background. This is a reaction of the things that they have been harboring in life, the pain that has not been expressed. You discover a child who has been brought up in a family where there is a mother and a father. Somehow they understand love better than children from a single family. Because they have seen it at home. They have
seen the dad loving the mother loving the dad.
So they have seen a perfect picture of love. But then when you have not seen it, when you're beginning to love, honestly, like for me whose dad was always absent, until today, I have an issue with communication. Everybody around me will tell you, I rarely communicate. If you don't call me, I will not go. Because nilizoea kukaa hivyo.
I think I can witness that.
Yes. So my friends think I'm not serious. I'm serious. It's only that. Sitaki kuonekana kama najifinyilia. You understand now? Unaona sako ka pride, ka ego. But normally, checking on someone should not make me feel bad. But to me, I feel I don't want to give in lest I be disappointed, because all I know is being disappointed. All I know.
So ilitoka pale. The father was not around. The mother was not around.
Yes.
So kuna kitu ulikuwa unakosa. So hata saa hii, if you don't get it, you're okay.
No, not even I'm okay. I don't have expectations. So even when hata ukiniambia karibu, you can call me anytime, karibu kwangu anytime, sitakuja na sitakupigia. Si kwa sababu gani? Ni kwa sababu sijazoea hivyo. Sasa usi wewe una ubaya, ni mimi ndo niko na shida.
And here I'm wondering, guy,
you're wondering what is wrong with this guy? I have tried everything. No, it's not that you have tried. I fear being disappointed. Because in the childhood, I was disappointed. You see?
Now you are 19, you are 23, 24, you want to get married.
Yes.
You want someone.
Good.
Now uko pale. What
now,
can you do?
If you are a lady, most what I've seen, most women, most girls who are coming from a family where they are singles, their parents were singles, that woman is not looking for a boyfriend or for a husband. Is looking for a father first.
Yes, yes, yes.
So if you marry a lady from such a kind of background, you better be a father first before you become a boyfriend. So you must be a package in one. So you should always have these things of crying or looking for a shoulder to lean on. So you must deal with both.
What if these two birds, they have met? This guy, the guy, has come from a family where there was no father, there was no mother. The same case with the lady. Will this relationship work? Can it work?
Okay.
Can it work?
Under mentorship. Most of those relationships, they're like Chechnya and Bosnia. They are always fighting.
They will fight.
Yes,
because
they will pick anything little and they make a mountain out of it. Imagine.
Because the guy is looking for the father figure or the mother figure, and the girl the same.
No, the guy
is looking for the mother figure.
No, he wants to relate. In fact, he has only seen the mother. So when he's looking at you, he wants to see Wanjiro, the mother, in you. That doesn't mean that Wanjiro is perfect. But I'm looking for my mother in a woman because this is the only security that I have.
Oh.
And then, when you are talking to your mother, Mom, I have a woman I have seen. There is already I've seen. You like, where? I must see this girl first. Because now the mother is the standard of what is good. Yes. And that's why you'll find most single women wameenda mahali kwingi sana wakakuwa disapproved. Because anasema sasa huyo mwenye alikuja kama amevaa hivyo. That one cannot be your wife.
Huyo jamaa anaongea hivyo.
Yes. So you find
hata babako hakuwa hivyo na hata umjui.
Yes. So there will always be a problem in terms of these relationships. But under mentorship. Now, this is what I would say. Lest we forget this. If you are a man, the only way to discover yourself and become the best version of a man that you should be is to have a father figure in your life. That can be your pastor, that can be your uncle. And learn to share, learn to open up. Because by talking, a problem is half solved.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be quiet and lonely and alone.
You really don't know how to do. You don't know life.
You will grow into frustration. Two, you are actually making even your condition more worse.
Ama uta end up without a wife, without a husband.
Yes, because every woman will find you like somebody who needs you first. We need to.
You are complicated.
Yes, you know. We need a manual to understand you. So you might be a lonely species in this life. Then learn to have men forums where you can share problems.
Read books.
Yes. Develop yourself to become the best version of you. Because always in life there is a room of improvement. Develop ourselves. Even this English we are talking, you develop.
Yeah.
You see, even how you want to dress, you learn.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, people will address you the way you are dressed. So learn. Don't just be the same. You know, me, I'm casual. Me, I'm always a man in full.
You are the same today, like yes. You know.
Learn to be challenged.
Yeah.
And take challenges positively. Actually, if you get a woman, because we are living in a generation where women are so much developed themselves, they have quite some understanding. If you are a woman, the woman you are dating tells you, I don't like this in you, don't be protective. Try to listen to what they are saying and just try to change.
What if the guy is not ready to change? Because there are those right there, you cannot change me. How can you change me?
Now, we are talking about relationships. In relationships, you must be willing to calm down.
There are some things that you need to drop.
Yes. And
whether you like it or not.
And compromise for the sake of the others. None of us is perfect.
Exactly.
None of us knows it all. And you know what? Relationships are gifts.
Yes, they are.
That God gives us to improve ourselves. Because anyone who comes into my life, God allows them for a reason. Do you know something? I have seen, because I'm old, I have seen somebody, you can date someone for 3 years and you don't end up together. But God was using them to make you and prepare you for the perfect person. Oh. Yes. Yes.
For me, for them to date a guy, don't say that because we have dated for 3-4 years. So
no, it never goes.
They'll get married.
It never goes for a loss. No.
So si lazima.
Do you know something? When you are dating someone, anakunulia chai, nani angekubaia? Si ukunywe, anakubaia nguo, labda, anakuambia nakupenda.
Yes.
Unaelewa?
Yes.
for 3 years. Anaweza kuwa na kuandaa for the best husband. At least alikulia nguo yenye unavaa unakaa poa. At least alikutumia some money.
Yes.
There's nothing to lose if things don't work out.
Yeah. But there are those ones that you maybe try to change them, but they're like, I'm okay. You know, don't bother me, you know.
No. You see, when we come into relationships, we blend. We blend. We become more like juice. Juice is a blending.
Because at the end of the day, tunataka tukue kitu kimoja.
Yes. And that is why, even in relationships, when you have disagreements, disagreement in a relationship does not mean that this relationship has come to an end or misunderstanding. It is just that we are disagreeing to agree.
Yeah.
So you must be mature. We are not fighting to be apart. We are fighting to be together.
So better this relationship of agreeing and disagreeing.
Yes.
Than that one that, hey, mko tu sawa.
No, then that is,
sawa. For 2 years, 3 years.
I know.
Hatujai brokiana.
As we said, relationships are in stages. Do you know even marriage is in stages? For example, if you meet me today, you think I'm an angel. Just get closer.
By the look.
By the look. I am good. That is why, at the age of 22, 19 and 20, you ask a girl, what kind of a man do you want? Handsome? Now, what is handsome?
Yeah, what is it?
Can handsome be cooked?
No.
Good.
No, never.
So they say, I want a handsome guy. He's tall. What is in tallness? Do you know if he's tall and broke, he can't help you?
Can tallness pay school fees for the children?
He cannot. Do you know people also who are good for nothing?
Yes.
Good. Now,
very many.
You can be having a promising future, but you don't have a future.
Oh, that's how bad it is.
That's how bad it is.
It is.
I might look handsome, but good for nothing.
Oh.
Honestly, given to you, utanirudisha.
Hey, simtaki.
Hey.
Chukweni tu.
Because I am not what you thought. I am. There are many beautiful women who are good for nothing. I'm sorry to say so.
Oh.
Can you imagine a beautiful woman who cannot cook?
Yeah, kuna makucha zake tu.
She cannot wash.
Yeah.
You can imagine a very beautiful woman when she's angry. Even in the office, people are scared. She's not good.
She's not.
Yes.
What about this handsome guy and he's not, unaona tu he's handsome man.
No, you see, being handsome is good because it's God who gives. It's God who creates people.
But the character in that man matters.
In your handsomeness or in your beauty, add some value.
Ah.
Yes.
That is the word.
Yes, develop yourself, grow yourself. Be good in whatever you do. Don't be too handsome and jobless.
Be good to people.
And jobless.
Yes, work. Be hardworking.
Be hardworking.
Provide for your family.
Yes. If you have a career, get the best out of it. Don't just be good, you're handsome. I have ladies that we were youths together a few years ago. They had figures. Figures. I mean,
yes.
Figures. A package.
They have a good shape.
Today, when you look at them and tell this one was a very beautiful girl, you will not accept.
All right.
Today, some of them, even when they laugh, you think they are crying. So you can never base your life on handsome and beautiful.
So I'd like you to talk to that teenage boy or teenage girl that is there. Just tell them something.
I have one word to tell them. As much as you're beautiful and you're handsome and you have a past whereby maybe you're coming from a single family, we don't choose where to be born. We don't choose who are our parents.
Yeah.
But once we are born and we are mature, or we are above 15 years or 18, we must take responsibility of our lives.
Yeah.
And we must work from where we are. We must accept where we are and begin to work to where we are supposed to be. Life is a journey.
Yeah.
And destiny is a journey that has no end.
Yeah.
What I would say is that always keep on improving on yourself.
Day by day.
Even if you have been in relationships that did not work, learn from those relationships that did not work.
Yes.
And take responsibility of where did I go wrong. So that the next relationship, you are good to go.
Work on yourself first. Just work on yourself.
Develop yourself. Work on your image. Work on your character. Work on your finances.
Yeah.
Double your streams of income.
Yeah.
Develop your language. You see, many people just talk, but they don't know how to talk well.
Oh.
You know, one word can be said, can be spoken, and yet it sounds like an insult.
Oh.
And the same word can be spoken, and it sounds like it was like an aroma.
So kenye mtu anatoa ndani,
yes,
matters a lot.
Yes. Always be sensitive when you're talking to people. What are you saying?
Yeah. What is coming from your mouth?
Well,
what are you hearing on the air?
Yes, useme tu. Words have power. And actually, the Bible says, by our words we shall be justified or be condemned.
Yeah. Yeah.
So kile kenye kinatoka ndani yetu kinaeleza sisi ni nani. Ama wewe ni nani. So we must be careful with words. You see, maturity in life is measured by words.
Wow, say it again.
Maturity in life is measured by words. Ukiangalia mtoto wa 3 years or 5 years, ni mtu. Complete, hakuna mahali anahitaji grow.
Kweli.
Kila kitu iko.
Anajua kila kitu.
Yes. But kukua mature ni maneno ambayo mtu anazungumza.
Exactly.
Ndio nasikia mtu anazungumza anaambiwa wacha utoto. I think it's a big.
Ama tu akiongea tu hapendeki tena.
Yes. Anasema sikuwa natarajia hivyo. So we must be mature. And mature in life is a responsibility. Because if you don't mature, life has a way of maturing you.
Oh, hard way.
Yes.
Hard way.
People will use you and dump you.
Oh.
You know why? You are still maturing. Yes, even in the business world, people will con you.
You'll be conned.
Yes.
A lot of dollars will go.
A lot of money. What are you doing? You are paying school fees. You haven't matured. And let me tell you the sad part of this as I conclude. Maybe. Most of us, we need to be humble. Yes.
Humility.
We need to come back to ourselves and understand one thing. There are opportunities we have lost of good people because of our arrogance and immaturity. Let me tell you something in life. You can be anointed by God. And you can be gifted by God. And anointing and gifts can open doors for you in great places. What keeps you in those opportunities is maturity.
Maturity. Wow.
Because maturity comes with character. If God opens for me a door and I'm immature, my immaturity will close that door. Oh. God can give you a good boyfriend who will become a husband. But because of immaturity.
Or a good husband at the same time.
But you can still waste.
Oh.
Because you think it's a right. It's normal.
It's normal to have that boyfriend. Yes. It's normal to have a husband. It's normal. It's normal.
It is normal to have a good girlfriend. Very beautiful girl. Kumbe unamwest.
Wow. So thank you so much, Pastor, for coming to our show.
Thank you so much.
And you're welcome back again. I can feel that you are loaded. You are loaded. I think I'm going to invite you again in our show. Thank you so much. Asante. And may the Lord God bless you.
Amen.
You're welcome again.
Asante.
Yes. That was Omereria Show. And we are out. Continue subscribing and liking our videos. God bless you.